Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, welcome back to Disco Elysium. Here we are in the hidden back room of the Retrograde bookshop, the Martinez bookshop, wherever we are. We're in the back room of the bookshop. Let's have a... No, don't go through the door, We're going to talk and see what Kim says about what we've just done. It's an adventure. No, it's a gym, he disagrees. Though it looks like no one's been here in ages. I doubt the electricity still works. We should find a flashlight if we want to go on. There should be one in my Kanema. An eerie feeling rises in your chest. What if there's a reason why no one's been in here for ages? Yes, because it's closed. No need to look for supernatural explanations where a banal one will do. Now let's go find a flashlight, shall we? I think we can have a little bit of a poke round though, right, Kim? Sand is dripping from a punch bag. Okay, we'll do what you suggest. We'll go and get your flashlight. Sorry about your back door, love. Yeah, smash your back door in. I'm not even going to talk to you about the back door because I don't want to discuss it. I did what I did. That's all I'll say on the matter. Thank you very much. Now, I expected slightly more excitement after busting down a door, but I guess not every door can have excitement on the other side of it. Kim, fetch me a torch. Let's pull out the toolbox. We'll take the pry bar. I feel like you've been reunited with truth once more. Useful for opening all sorts of doors and lids. Take the rubber-handled chain cutters. The handles are long and sleek. Snap, snap, go the cutters in your hand. Take the hand-cranked flashlight. It's robust, weatherproof, and well-made. Police issue. Blue. Lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise miss. Let's close that door. Kim, I'm injured from smashing down the door. Oh, hello, mate. What are you doing? Are you the pisshead? Yeah, okay. Yeah, you are. Pisshead's on the steps. Now, for full disclosure, I have been debating whether or not this Let's Play even needs to carry on YouTube. I don't know whether anybody has an opinion or zero opinion on it. I can carry on the YouTube so people can watch it every day, or I can just shift it over to Twitch if anybody would be happier watching it there. Let me know. Let me know your opinion on the matter. Upshot Pop Ball. Oh, take that over to our gentleman friends and that are playing balls. Maybe we can join in then. A barbell lies on the floor. The colour has worn off its weight plates. It's 60 kilograms. Your triceps hum at the sight of these weights. Show the world what kind of beast it's dealing with. Lift them. Why does it feel so familiar? Is it familiar because I'm a weightlifter? No, it's not that. It's the stale smell of rubber, the squeaky sound of sneakers, your bruised knee against the mat, and a whistle. And then the feeling is gone. A memory from another life, when you were young and fit. Our physical instrument is terrible, so we're not even going to try that. Our physical instrument is 4. Have we got anything that's reducing our physical instrument that we could... Anything that would increase our physical instrument? A white tank top? Of course. Why wouldn't it? Let's have a look at it again. Well, that really shifted the balance in our favour there, didn't it? Not today. I assume that we pop this old torch into our offhand. Oh, no, it's not there. Tools. I assume that that will present us with something that we probably couldn't see without the torch. Worn out wall bars. They look unsafe. The hallway is blocked by old window panes and debris. Oh, it is fucking dark in here, isn't it? What's over here, Kim? What have we got? What's hiding? A strange demijohn full of strange liquid. Wild animals stare at you in the dark. Stuffed and mounted. Airship rotors covered in spider webs. They remind you of blades. Let's pikey all this money. A naked mannequin torso. Strange yellow colour. Blue velvet, soft to the touch. Moth bitten. Some more money. We're not far off our 20 real. Steel rotor blades bearing a slipstream logo. Production schedule filament memory. The cube-like crisscross of filaments feels oddly fragile in your hand. Its intricate structure covered in dust. Silver tape on the side reads, production schedule. Note, this filament contains information that can be read using a radio computer. I believe we got one of those in the car, maybe? Skis with slipstream printed on the laminated top layer. Can we open? No, they're not shutters. They're blackboards. This appears to be some kind of machine with a cube-shaped heart and wired framework. The keyboard has a rectangular on-off button. A piece of paper still hangs from the printer. A radio computer, says the lieutenant, watching you circle around the machine. Just sitting here without anyone in sight. He sounds surprised and a bit cautious. Turn it on. The machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber, revealing virescent play and print keys on the keyboard. They hatch on the machine's central compartment. The hatch on the machine's central compartment is wide open. Look inside the compartment. It's empty, like a beehive without its brood. Some cables have been left dangling, disconnected. The filament you have would fit perfectly inside the compartment. Pop it in then! Like a smooth draw, the filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking. Press play. A bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. The sound of static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. Oh no. It was already glowing and now it's also making a sound. It's probably some alien sealite technology. The static gets louder, slowly filling up the abandoned hall, until a voice speaks out, crackling and old, cutting into the air. Good morning. Fortress accident on Rue de Saint-Gelais. This is East Industrial Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule? What's the production schedule? The filament you have inserted into the reader. Ah, right, thanks. That was a question. Have you inserted it into the core? Yes. Good. Please repeat the password. You should ask for a hint. I'm really bad at passwords. Can you give me a hint? No. This is the police. Please open this thing. The voice recites, I am contractually obliged to protect the privacy of the filament holder Fortress accident. Without filing a warrant with Lintel, I cannot give you access to this filament. I'm afraid we're not doing that, unless we want to wait for a month. Now, can you please repeat the password? The voice in the machine asks again. She sounds cold in the damp air. I don't know the password. Received. I will register this login attempt. That sounds bad. A login attempt. Something a criminal would do. Don't worry. Passwords have a way of turning up sooner or later. That's all for now. Thank you, goodbye. Let's leave. Let's see if we can't find this password somewhere. The flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in scribbles, sketches and schemes like some ancient cave mural. Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can still make out sections here and there. Photos and drawings have been pinned to the board. Inspect the drawings. These lithe, pointy-eared creatures appear to be different types of welkins. You make out autumnal candle welkins cast in wax-based magic. Translucent welkins with organs shining under their skin, and even ether welkins hailing from the vast emptiness of a sidereal space. Who are all those creatures? Fantasies of a tortured, feverish mind? One of the welkins, towering above the rest, appears to be different, however. Examine the welkin. This is important. It's Vaharima, a high welkin, his face white and scarred like a cracked marble. This is clearly a welkin supremacist. The note says, all non-welkin races will be purged. The Huldor, the Dweorg, the humans, and even the Headless Man, all of them purged. Imagine a world filled only with welkin, green welkin, dread welkin, and all the high welkin to rule them all. The lieutenant can't help but comment. An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little welkin creatures. One of them is a welkin supremacist. Political commentary. Has to be... That one has a great beard too. Why would anyone spend so much time on this? Some people really like building a world, I think, even if it's just for a game. Who are these creatures? Who drew them? Are they real? I have so many questions. This looks like concept art for a project. It's not really real. Well, this has been educational. Just look at those details. So much effort. And for what? All gone. Inspect the photos. The photo collage depicts barren, icy landscapes wrapped in perpetual night. You see permafrost and glacial landforms, dead trees groaning under the snow. Entire oceans have been frozen from shore to shore. There are pictures of settlements on dried up riverbeds abandoned in a storm, empty corpses, animal corpses in the dark, carcasses and bones. Albeit dark and cold, this vision also feels cosy in its own way. Like eggnog or morphine, a much needed respite from our own world. A pinned postcard reads, the heat death scenario. A desperate fight for geothermal energy engulfs the world as Wirral becomes untethered from its sun, drifting through the universe. Inspect the schedule. This is a monthly calendar from the year 50. Cryptic words like sprint, daily minimi, and GPI span the marker-drawn grid, the grand scheme of production and money. What happened? As time goes on, the numbers in the boxes grow rarer and rarer. The board becomes an empty snowfield in the final days. Only failure and regret dwell in this region. Looks like they didn't make it. A note on the bottom left corner of the chalkboard says, see the production schedule filament for details. Inspect the notes. The handwriting is only partially legible, but you can still make out three slogans. Call in, tune out, Wirral, untethered, and heat death of the universe. Outside, a cold wind wraps the building in its bosom. Snowflakes in the wind. An old woman passes what the locals call the doomed commercial area. She tries hard not to look at the bookstore windows. It's unwise. Let's have a see what might be on this board here then. This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker pen, the mesh spreading over the stone like blood vessels on alabaster skin. It looks ghostly and strangely ancient. A diagram for summoning some time-forgotten being. The symbols seem very esoteric. What am I looking at? Radio frequencies, it seems. UKV 123.6, 123.7, 123.9. Some written notes too, sparse and cryptic. Radio frequencies for what? Unclear. Looks like a cardiovascular system, split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced. So we're dealing with something medical here. You think so? The web is comprised of radio stations. All lead back to one red heart titled the Game Master Frequency. A note says, this one can listen in on any station it wants. Looks like a surveillance program. Wait, who's the Game Master? Someone very important. The leader of a massive on-air game built by these people. If it's a game, then who's playing? Whoever decides to call into a call-in station, it looks like. All of this gone, left unrealised. My God, the lieutenant leans closer, his finger tracking the maddening rhizome. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became. Why'd you say that? The schedule. He nods at the calendar on the chalkboard, wiping his marker-stained fingers clean. I know doom when I see it. The company was running out of funding. What else? Nothing. It's just lines on marble, an echo from times long gone. No one has used this fireplace in years. Show me what is on your wall, Mr. Wall. I need to see what is on your wall. Scribbled across a notebook. Developers of the most advanced RPG in the universe. What's this?
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace?
It looks like an undercover counterintelligence program. Or it's just a failed business. The only question is, what the hell were they making? Yes, that is the question. The lieutenant takes a step back, steepling his hands. It looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games, only these people were trying to automate it, make it work on radio computers. Utter madness, he thinks, as a compliment. Has anyone ever done this before? Not to my knowledge. They make automated games in Grad, Messina, Kroningstown, you know, places with industry. But I don't think anyone has attempted to create an oh, fuck knows. Interstellary game before? We just don't have the technology. And this was a role-playing game. Indeed, those Welkins are a dead giveaway. He points to the chalkboard. Role-playing people love that stuff. The world looks like a modified version of the Wirral board game, with heat death thrown in. What do you think happened to the company? No idea. They stopped filling out the schedule on the chalkboard. How are they planning to do that? Oh, well, that was for a different question, obviously. Through calling stations, he nods at the fireplace. None of the players have to be physically present. Anyone in the world can participate in the game, as long as they have a two-way radio. Then there's the Game Master frequency that listens on the smaller calling stations. I think that was supposed to coordinate the stories, functioning as a master of ceremonies of sorts. His fascination has swept aside other concerns for the moment. He's a little hooked. Wow. Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from this reality, but the lieutenant tilts his head, thinking. This world is cold and lonely. This would keep it company. Let's finish it. A half smile breaks out on his face. It's too late for that, I'm afraid, he says, looking around the derelict room. The pipes howl and a rat crosses the floor. Okay, he concludes. Let's keep moving. Oh.
I will do my best.
I don't know that I was ready to come walking around in here, but let's find out if I've come here too early. Ooh, this is fascinating. Not what I expected. Boys and girls, you see a terrifying ice bear with a strange compartment in its belly. The door is covered in frost and the bear's eyes are glowing red. This ice bear is a hypercarnivore. Be careful. What is this thing? It looks like a giant ice bear. The lieutenant doesn't answer. His eyes are glued to the animal. A sharp slice of light shines out from its mysterious belly door. It's a fridge. A gust of freezing cold air rushes to greet you. You hear a low grumble as the bear regulates itself. This is the inside of a refrigerator. The lieutenant takes a peek inside. His hand has found the holster of his gun. Relax, Kim. It's a fridge. Of course, just a giant ice bear-shaped fridge. He relaxes his hand, his face bathed in the harsh light of the open fridge door. Let's take a look inside. The shelves are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name Revachol Ice City. A handwritten note has been attached to the door. The fridge is huge. Take the note from the door. You pocket the note and the little fridge magnets keeping it on the door. Examine one of the ice cream wrappers. A friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you from a glossy cellophane wrapper. It looks nothing like the fridge. What is a giant bear-shaped fridge doing in an abandoned cellar in the first place? Good question. It looks like an ice cream fridge. The lieutenant reaches for one of the wrappers he studies in the light. So they tried to sell ice cream from this hypercarnivore. I know, says the lieutenant. What an unfortunate marketing choice. What is even worse, the bear is still costing them money. To this day, the The lieutenant points at the red snarky cable running from the fridge. The fridge buzzes with electricity. The electricity bill on this thing must be catastrophic. Close the door. There's a lot of stuff down here to explore. What have we got here? An ice cream maker, defrosted and unplugged. The flashlight casts a strange shadow. There's a hidden doorway here. Can we get in it? We can indeed. 2 rusty rifles are hidden above the piping. They look inoperable. A hole in the wall. A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too dark to see in. Where are we? Looks like an old bunker from the Revolutionary period. Look at those rifles. Must be an old weapons cache. Look, there's a hole in the wall. Yes, there is. And there appears to be something inside the hole. Interesting. Do you want to take a look? Yes, I do. Your hand reaches deep into the darkness and spiderwebs rummaging around. You find rusty rifles hidden away. Rifles, Kim. The lieutenant steps closer, curious. Are these any good? Inspect the rifles. Most of them are rusty and inoperable like the rest. But one catches your eye. A bolt-action rifle with a fine wood stock, in better cosmetic order than the others. Take it. You're a police officer. Police officers carry guns. An old Bell McGray from the Revolution, the lieutenant notes with approval. His eyes are gleaming. It seems to no longer be functional, but still a beautiful thing in its own way. What does it mean, a rifle being here? It means there are firearms, albeit inoperable, still lying around in Martinez. It's an interesting coincidence, I would say. Might come in useful in the future. He likes this find. What we got up here? Someone has stuck some busted guns beneath the ceiling. I'm guessing there's nothing else worth looking at in here. There is nothing else worth looking at in there. Hello, ice cream maker over there. Is this one working? Oh, that one's still working. Take all of that. Two cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bear fridge and the black one to the ice cream maker nearby. Do I unplug them? Do I unplug them? Do I unplug them? That's a tough call. Well, they're not doing any good. Why did you do that? I don't know why I unplugged it. I do things without any reason. Okay. Let's have a look up here. Where does this lead? Maybe nowhere? Maybe somewhere. Oh, it leads to that doorway. Now, I'm hoping that us unplugging that provides some benefit to the shopkeeper in saving them money. Maybe the girl can go back to school because they won't be paying as much money on the electricity. Maybe. Maybe these are all things to consider. What's in this? A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, colouring it pitch black. It looks like this furnace has a face, and it's a face of agony. Is it a furnace? Looks like it. Looks like an old central furnace used to heat the building. It's connected to the chimney. He opens the door and gingerly peeks inside. No one's used it in years. No signs of any recent fire. Only dead rats. Look inside the furnace. It's dark and grimy. In the darkness you can hear chatter. It's coming from above. A voice, or several voices, talking to each other near the smoke chamber upstairs. What are you doing? What are you doing? The lieutenant asks when he sees you climb halfway inside the furnace. I'm not sure, Kim, but I think I can hear someone talking upstairs. Wait, really? He looks up at the ceiling. We should investigate. See if someone's upstairs. Smear your hands with coal. Why not? A lush layer of coal now covers your skin, sinking into the wrinkles. Your hands look ancient. You can feel the spirit of Ramut Karsai, ancient hero of Grad, pulsing through you. All that's left is to cover your face in war paint. Smear your cheeks with coal. 3 dangerous stripes appear on your cheeks, telling stories of your wild soul. What are you doing? I am the reincarnation of an ancient Ilmarian warrior. Please wipe your face clean. Don't wipe your face it. We're exploring. These 3 stripes give you strength, and in this dangerous realm, it would be foolish to remove them. We're exploring this dark place, and I need the protection my war paint affords. And this protects you? This is traditional war paint, Kim. It will grant me safe passage with the spirits that guard this place. Okay, sure. Go ahead. He stubbornly looks away from you and the furnace. We're not going to kick it because we don't want to scare anybody off. I assume that we've searched... Oh, we didn't take those things that were there previously. Does it tell us anything about the fridge now that we've turned it off? Is there any change in it? The bear's eyes are dead and empty. Ice inside the fridge slowly melting. The power has been cut off. I'm hoping that benefits us somehow. Maybe the power distribution will be better for somebody. Somebody's life will be improved by us unplugging a fridge and an ice cream maker. I hope. I don't know why else we would do it, lest it benefit someone. What is these? An iron safety curtain curves before your eyes, folded like a bellows. It covers half the room, blocking the way into a colossal industrial chimney. What an odd thing to do. Nothing happens. Shoes in a puddle of melting snow. Wow, somebody's been here. Postcard. Let us examine the things we've picked up. Postcard, La Delta 51. The sunlight has made this postcard almost completely sepia-toned. Midtown traffic passes. Overhead, the ghosts of skyscrapers disappear into a beige midday mist, vapour rising from the delta on which the district was built. The postcard is prepaid. Antique Bell McGrave rifle. It's only worth £3.90? A broken Bell McGrave from ages past. It's a 4-shot bolt-action military rifle with a wooden frame. Maybe we can repair it. A ball used for playing shot put. You feel like you should hold on to this and make good use of it. To sell such beautiful old school sports equipment would be a sin. Handwritten notes from the fridge. A handwritten note you found from the giant ice bear. It still bears some marks from the fruit-shaped kitchen magnets that we used to secure it to the refrigerator door. The note is written with a blue pencil on a piece of lined office paper. The kitchen magnets have left spots on its surface. Does it say anything interesting? The lieutenant leans closer to read the crumpled note over your shoulder. This is tangential at best, but the lieutenant's detective instinct is still active. Read the note. Someone has scribbled S. I can't believe the off-site copy is still here. The illiterate ginger kid keeps stealing stuff from the studio, so I had to hide it somewhere safe. You'll find the filament memory with the off-site copy. Blah. You'll find the filament memory with the off-site copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home ASAP. It's important. I'd do it myself if I lived in a civilized place with a freezer. Take care. I wonder who wrote that note. Looks like someone from the radio game company upstairs. I'm a little surprised they just left their property lying here. Maybe they had to leave in a hurry. That's a plausible hypothesis. Who's the illiterate ginger kid? Really? The lieutenant looks at you, the corner of his mouth curved into a smug grin. You don't have a single guess. You mean Kuno? Oh, I'm sure that child would love to get his hands on a filament memory, even if he doesn't know what to do with it. He probably tried to pawn it for speed based on our encounter. Do you have any idea where the frozen ice cream maker could be? Well, we know where it is. Let's not be an idiot about it, David. And a black vest. Increase our drama. I do like drama. I mean, if there's something that I'm into, it's drama. I'm guessing that we can't open this. We'll try it. We'll have a look at it. No, we can't. We still can't open it. He said from the oh yeah, we read the note downstairs, didn't we? Picked... I don't understand. We picked the note up in this room, didn't we? Or did we pick it up downstairs in the basement? There were definitely footsteps then. That was weird. Wood clattering a boot. Hopefully we can now explore the ice cream maker that was over here. Yes. Please, please, please don't have destroyed anything by unplugging it. Turn the ice cream crank? No. This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melting. Turn the crank to try to crack open the lid. You slip your fingers under the frozen lid, but the ice is too cold for you to get a good grip. A pry bar would come in handy. Okay, we'll put the pry bar in our hand. Ooh, the pry bar is not strong enough. The ice squeaks beneath the pry bar. You think you've got the bar jammed in there pretty well, but the lead simply won't budge. You see the pry bar's metal handle bending right before your very eyes. That's a good pry bar. I'm not criticising it, but this ice cream maker is frozen shut. It takes an advanced tool to get it open. Where? I have no idea, officer. This ice cream maker isn't important enough to requisition a special tool. Sooner or later, you will stumble upon a tool mighty enough, then we will know what is in this mysterious ice cream maker. Well, thank you very much for the help. We'll put this back in our hands. I'm going to have one last explore on the floor above and see if there is unexplored areas of the upper levels. Have we somehow gathered the password from our... 4, press print. Nothing happens. I'm going to remove it, just in case. We don't want it to be stolen in our absence, do we? Well, it appears there was nowhere else left to explore in this building. We have explored all we can. We will have a quick check if the bookstore lady has any interest in our unplugging things for her.
You broke down the back door? The wards, the door. It's all gone now. Dark psychic energy leeching onto my shop.
Sometimes it's necessary to resort to extreme measures. I suppose it's all over now. Her shoulders slump, as if a heavy burden lies on them. I guess there's no escape. What are you talking about? It's just a door. Just a door? The place is cursed, Detective. They don't call it the doomed commercial area for nothing. Just look at the sheer amount of companies that have failed in this house. I hope you're happy now. Hoping that you've ruined everything. Now that you've broken the door, the curse is coming to get me as well. She closes her eyes and starts mumbling something onto her pendant. I thought the curse wasn't real. Of course you did. You're nothing but a policeman, she shrugs, visibly dejected. Alright, you know what? I'm willing to let you investigate the doomed commercial area. We are set on the path. There's little else to do. But before we go, tell me, did you encounter the malignant entity? Her eyes narrow as she whispers the name. The entity? No, I don't think so. Yes, the malignant entity that lives inside the chimney. It takes the shape of a woman. A witch, probably. I've suspected that she knows more about the curse than she lets on, ever since I first saw her. You mean the chimney that's part of the central furnace? I heard voices coming from in there. Yes, I've heard that it's enormous. She's barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains upstairs. God knows what she's doing there. Some unnatural magic, I assume. She shivers. Should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies in the building. And do return to me after you've talked to it. I'm quite anxious to know what she has to say about the curse. If you're really interested in cracking this mystery, then we should go back to the furnace. Maybe you could yell into it or something. Make some noise. You'll think of something, you always do. Despite his call, the lieutenant's interested in solving this mystery too. I have a few more questions about the curse. Okay, but please, only a few questions. She peers at the curtains. You wouldn't want to disturb the spirits. How does the curse manifest itself? A shiver runs through the woman as she looks around in the dimly lit store. The curse is so much worse than you could imagine. It's a disease eating at the very foundation. It's the curse of financial distress, of ruin, and bankruptcy. She peers at the curtains again. Didn't that curtain just move? Okay, I'm a little confused. What does that mean? Everyone knows that all the previous companies in this building have sooner or later declared bankruptcy, and their malicious spirits are still here, feeding off bad business practices and disappointing income statements. There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie, lingering presence, as if I was unwanted here. Sounds familiar. Strange. I feel unwanted too. What does it mean? Truly so? Her eyes narrow as she tries to get a read on your energy. Perhaps the dark energies are leeching off of you. You shouldn't stay in the store too long, it may be dangerous. Have you sought help from anyone? Yes. I've contacted numerous parapsychologists and even a pair of Seminese mediators. They provided me with the wards. She nods at the strange cage-like trinket on the curtains. The wards help to keep the doom at bay and protect us against the darkness that lies further in the building. Even though now I fear it's not enough. Is your pendant part of the wards as well? Oh yeah. Oh, this. She holds the pendant in her palms. Its ochre heart glistens under the lights. No, it's a special Himaian amulet, blessed by desert pygmy shamans with a spell of compulsion. It's to compel people to buy books. There are numerous spells cast throughout the store. I had the books anointed with a different inducement spell. For example, she nods, it's guaranteed to boost sales 15%. What about the wards on the back door? Are those Seminese as well? Yes, the Seminese are very crafty and their wards are extremely powerful. Lesser wards simply wouldn't do. Never mind, I have other questions. That's all I can say now. Oh, that's all I can say for now, book peddler. Do you have anything to say to me, young lady? Now that I have busted a door down in your bookstore?
Hi, Ace Detective.
No, she doesn't. Well, then that's the end of our exploration today. What have we discovered? We've discovered a creepy gym room, a very strange game production studio, and a basement that holds something that needs to be kept in an ice cream maker. I don't know what could possibly be that exciting, but it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much for joining me. Thank you for experiencing some Elysium with me, and I hope that you come and join us again soon on the next episode. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Anything else that you think that is essential for the YouTube experience. And you have a great day. Take care now. See you soon. Cheerio and bye bye.